Welcome to the Crooked Stripes Podcast, where your hosts discuss various aspects of lawn care, landscaping, and snow removal. Let these two friendly Canucks help you cultivate a different outlook on the green industry. And with that, here are your hosts, Brandon Brubacher and Martin Hodder.
We're buzzing and we're back. Episode 58 Hodder and the final episode of 2024. How's that make you feel?
It's crazy how fast this year went by.
Yeah.
That's wild. That it's New Year's already.
I know.
That's what we were talking about before, like how fast this year went by. All the stuff we did this year. It's been something.
I know, it has been something. Yeah, just looking through the old photos, was that really a year ago? Didn't seem that long.
That is one nice thing I like about doing all the social media stuff now. Like, you can actually look back and see it. Because before, I wouldn't take pictures of stuff, right?
Right.
Before I started doing this. And now
Now you have too much.
I think I have 15,000 pictures on my phone.
Right.
Something insane. But anyway, it is what it is. We got them there now.
Yeah, it's all good. I know.
Yeah. So in my recent album, I have 18,535 pictures.
Holy, that's a lot.
Well, pictures and videos.
Right.
So,
Picture. Okay.
yeah.
Well, you got me beat. I'm at 7,800.
Yeah. But it's cool to be able to scroll through and you can scroll back to dates, check stuff out.
Yeah. It's what was I doing last year this day? Yeah, last year, today, we just had the Crooked Stripes logo made.
Yeah.
Right? So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Coming full circle a year later.
Come full circle. We're doing the last one of the year. Crazy. Yeah, we were planning on doing a year in review episode. So we thought we'd ask some questions and you guys blew it out of the water. We have 16 questions, Hodder.
Yeah. And one not so nice.
Yeah. Homophobic slur.
So we'll leave that one at that. But thanks, buddy. You're super helpful. Yeah. Super helpful, bud. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Back of the line, pal. So, no, that's good.
Yeah, what a good intro.
I'd say overall a positive year for the Crooked Stripes.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was fun. It's fun to kind of dive into it, and
yeah, of course, I know.
Definitely a whole lot more comfortable doing it now than in the beginning. Because pretty much this week last year we just shot the shit for 4 hours a day just to get used to talking to each other on camera, and even just doing it in general is just so weird, but.
Yeah, it is weird, but
still can't listen to myself on it, but
no, same. But
so here we are.
Oh well. Yeah, I know, and going to when we're at Equip, just kind of talking to people we interact with, and if we have to go and say something in front of people, it's just a little easier now, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, for sure. But
so that's been
good. You got to meet a bunch of people and got a bunch of people on. Have a bunch more people lined up to come on next year. It's just a good overall experience. Learn lots.
Yep, learned lots. Yeah, last year, this week, we didn't even know how to record the damn thing.
No.
So.
Yeah, we were just trying to figure out what buttons to press to get her going. Yeah, now we're 56 episodes later?
58.
We're on 56. 58.
I know.
Fucking wild.
They just speed through. It's crazy. Yeah. So, I know. But we'll keep buzzing her out. It's a good time.
Yeah. Only going up from here.
Only going one way.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah,
sweet.
Want to just rip right into these questions?
Let's rip right into the questions. I like it.
See how they go.
We got 16 of them, and they're pretty, I don't know if they're a year in review type questions, but they're all pretty well landscape related.
The majority, yeah.
We can work with that. So, okay. Well, our number one fan, Michelle Taylor, is back in the questions. She has 5 out of the 16 questions, so...
I think one of them is, who's your number one fan, too,
yes,
isn't it?
That is one of the questions.
So answer the first question.
I guess we'll just start with that. Who's your number one fan? I would say you are, Michelle.
I'd say it's either her or Jeremy.
Jeremy, yes. He's and he is also in the questions.
Yeah, so...
Jeremy, Porcupine started off as the number one fan, but...
Jeremy and Michelle kind of took over.
They've taken over, so... I mean, Porcupine's in here too, but...
Yeah.
So, now good to see. Okay, well, there's the first one.
One down, 15
One
to
down.
go.
If you could relocate to do landscaping anywhere outside of Canada, where would you go? It's a good question. Well, I think we'd have to think about... Well, it's do you want to do snow or not? That's first big decision.
I do like doing snow.
Okay, so maybe, yeah, okay.
I feel somewhere where you can landscape all year round would
That's
be...
what I was thinking.
Do you
pick a Florida? Or do you, like, North Carolina?
Georgia? Like,
yeah,
North Carolinas, Georgia, somewhere like that, I think would be pretty...
Tennessee, maybe? Because you can keep buzzing.
Oh, yeah. Somewhere like that would be pretty good. Then you could take advantage of, like, all the U.S., like, creator content. You can do all that stuff, which we get fucked on in Canada.
We get hosed up here.
Yeah.
True.
Lots of brands you'd be able to work with. Like, you'd have...
And it seems like they're like kind of over there, right?
Mm-hmm. Like that kind of area where they're working all year round.
A lot of landscape brands are over there. Okay.
I always thought a pretty cool concept for this too, if we weren't doing here, would be like the landscape manager of like a all-inclusive resort somewhere in like Mexico or Dominican or the Bahamas or something.
Okay.
Live on a resort and just
maintain it.
Manage.
Yeah. 2 hours a day of...
Yeah. Something like that I think would be pretty...
That sounds like a retirement gig.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Work 1 day a week and spend the other 6 at the swim-up bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, it's probably the states would probably be the most logical.
Oh, yeah.
Response.
I think so, too. Yeah, I'd
even
probably...
BC, like you said, with outside of Canada. But I think BC would be pretty sick, too.
Yeah. Yeah. Out in Vancouver area.
Yeah. But that's still in Canada, so that kind of defeats
that doesn't count,
the question.
So. Okay. I'd go outside of Nashville. That's what I'm going with.
Yeah.
Because I like
a good
Nashville.
spot. It's a
great spot. Or North Carolina. I see a bunch of guys, North Carolina, they keep going year round.
Well, that's like Eaton said. He said they're pretty much all year round.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
all right. In and around there.
Yeah, that kind of central south area. I don't know what you'd call it, but
yeah, okay.
That's what I'm calling. Or somewhere that has houses for super cheap, like
true,
a massive big piece of property. Like, is it Texas that's super cheap?
Yeah, I think where you see those like Instagram memes.
Yeah, where it's like, oh, for $399,000, you can buy a 320 acre ranch.
Yeah, with a sick pad, and then it'll be like, here's what you get in Niagara Falls, and it'll just be a complete shithole.
It'll be an empty lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so no, something like that. I'd probably rip something like that too. But,
yeah, I think you're onto something there.
But at the same time, you got to think like some of those spots would be so hot trying to work in the summer.
Yeah, I know. We're not used to that either.
No,
true.
Not even close. So I don't know. You'd have to find like a
happy medium,
or you just win the lottery. You move anywhere in the world, just don't have to work. That'd be cool too.
That would be real great too.
Yeah, but highly unlikely.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Great
That's
question.
a good one. Good question. Next one. What are some of your best hiring practices?
There was 2 questions about hiring, wasn't there? One from Michelle and one from Tomei.
Tomei said best advice on hiring.
Oh, okay.
When hiring an employee.
So what was her question?
What are your best hiring practices and best advice with hiring an employee? We could do those together.
Yeah, we gotta do it as 2 separate but together. So
practices.
We just post online.
Okay.
We always have someone come in and do an interview. Usually have who they're working with. Try to sit in on the interview too.
Okay.
Kind of get them to, like, so whoever their crew lead would be, kind of get them to do that. We kind of have a basic interview that we go through, and we do have, like, if they're applying for, like, hardscaping or we'll ask, like, we'll have, like, specific questions to that section as well, trying to get their general knowledge on that, like what they're applying for. I've always talked about kind of doing like a practical to it.
Yeah, that's
so many people say they can do a lot of stuff and then they get here on day one, they can't do fuck all. But we kind of fix that by doing like a probation period.
Yeah. Okay.
We usually do like a 3-week. They can't do, like 3 months is a long time.
That's in our world. That's
like that's a whole season almost, right? If it's a summer student or something, right? So we try to do 3 weeks. I mean, they're technically on probation for 90 days,
right?
But we do like a 3-week like post hiring, and just kind of get them to do all the stuff they say they can do. If they can do it, great. They'll probably get, because we'll start them at like a base rate. But like in 3 weeks, if you can do this, we'll bump you.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, and that way we're not committing to somebody. We're giving them kind of. And you get to see what they're worth, right? Because if they come in and bust their ass for 3 weeks, you give them that little raise and they stop doing it, be like, okay, well, you're still on probation, so see you later.
Yeah.
Like, don't come in and just like, and the amount of people that come in for like an interview that don't know how to use like a ratchet strap. Well, that's literally one of the questions on our interview. Can you use a ratchet strap and secure a load?
Great question.
And they're like, yeah. And then week 1, you give them a ratchet strap, and they're like, I'm like, you said you knew how to do it, so yeah.
yeah, okay.
But yeah, so like, and like we asked kind of how, like, not like nothing too crazy on their health questions, but like, are you okay with working in these conditions? Do you have any
lifting weight?
Any issues, back problems, any of that. So just try to eliminate future issues. And a license, if you don't got one, see you later. We are not hiring you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then if we do hire you, have to send in driver's abstract as well.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, nice. And go through that. So that's kind of our hiring practice.
Okay. That's good.
Not bad. We're kind of we're working on it. We're getting it dialed.
We're dialing it in a little.
Dialing it as we go. We've hired lots. We've fired lots. We've went through a whack load of them. So
you've gone through.
And you could usually tell too. Like, I'd rather hire somebody with less experience that will fit in.
Yeah, same. That's a no-brainer.
And sometimes people coming from other landscape companies are the worst people to hire because they already be like, oh, at this company, we did it this way. I'm like, well, you don't work there anymore. So here's how we do it.
Yeah.
So FIFO, buddy. It's not that difficult.
FIFO.
Fit in and fuck off. It's very simple.
In or out, pal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I could see that coming from a different company. Oh, this is how we did it. And this is how you do it. Well, this isn't how we do it. So,
and I'm all open, like, hearing your ideas. I'll gladly listen. It might work great, but don't argue with me about it.
Yeah,
I am your boss.
Yeah, and there's probably a reason why we're doing it this way and
there's probably a reason you're not working at that other company anymore.
Yeah, that too.
Also, so anyway, but yeah, that's kind of
that's pretty good.
And then what was Tomei's thing?
Tomei, just best advice.
When to hire somebody?
Best advice when hiring an employee. Just maybe overall good advice. Not like
when your company should hire somebody.
No, just kind of overall advice on hiring an employee.
Both, I guess. Like, so when is...
You may as well keep going. I haven't hired a whole lot of...
Yeah, I've hired just my fair.
You got a brother? All right, he's in.
Perfect.
That's pretty much how it...
Does your brother work like you? Yeah. Perfect. Come on. What about your cousin?
That was my hiring practice the last couple of years.
Yeah. Okay, so when did you know you had to hire someone? How did you make that decision?
Well, when it was just me, it was just me and Rachel because it was during COVID, right?
Yeah.
I knew I had to the next year just because, well, she was going to find another job and I just couldn't do it all on my own anymore. Like, I feel like when you need to hire someone, right?
Yeah, you kind of got that feeling like...
Yeah, you got that, it's like, fuck, if I'm going to keep pushing this, I got to
add another
body or two. Yeah, then I added Tyler and Jariah.
That first year?
Yeah, it was kind of a little bit of a send.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever, we made it happen.
Yeah. Were they full-time when they started?
Yeah. We didn't really have, like, we honestly didn't have 40 hours a week for all of us right off the bat, right?
That's what I mean. Like, so you weren't working full time. You were...
No, not really. We did what we could, but some weeks we'd be 30 hours, right? Which is...
And all three of you would work the same?
Yeah, or I'd keep them going, and I would do things behind the scenes, but...
Okay, gotcha.
Just kind of to get started.
Yeah. So. Yeah, because it's hard, especially with, like, trying to hire someone part-time, right? Because, like...
Yeah, I know.
It's hard enough to get someone to show up in general.
Well, right, let alone 25 hours. Like
30 hours a week in the landscaping versus... At least if they have 40 hours a week, they know they're getting a full pay, full whatever, right? So...
No, you're right. Yeah,
it makes it tough.
Jariah was helping me the fall before with the leaves and stuff because it was a little overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tyler had reached out and applied kind of thing that winter.
To start with you in the spring.
Yes. And I knew Tyler from the gym
Gotcha.
In Elmira. So like, and I knew like it's like, I need this guy on the team. Yeah. So it's kind of like bite the bullet short term. It's going to work out in the long. Yeah. So I guess it's working out. So
yeah. And I don't know, if I try to do it that way is like, I try to find people that are good at what I don't like to do.
Yes.
Or not even like just hire people for stuff I don't like to do.
Yes.
Like that's why I hired an office person a couple of years ago, because I was going to kill all the people on the phone that kept calling when I was trying to work. They were driving me fucking nuts. But you need to answer the phone.
I know.
And it was we were just too slow getting back to people. We were too slow sending invoices.
I think I'm getting to that point, I would say, soon.
Yes. So I hired someone to fill that void, right?
Yeah, okay.
I hired an accountant because I don't want to. It's not that I don't want to. I can do it. I'm really slow at it. I don't know all the ins and outs. Same idea.
Yep, love it.
Construction, had a guy last year, same idea. Hired someone I could hire as a construction foreman to go and do all that work. I sell the job, say, here's what you're building, give her.
Have fun.
And then it lets me do other stuff, right? So kind of...
Yeah, nice.
Hiring someone that you can... What's the word for it?
Not delegate, but...
Delegate.
Yeah,
I almost said diversify, but that's not... I knew that wasn't the right word. Delegate.
Yes.
Work to, right? To take some of that stuff off.
Take the load off. Because it can happen quick. All of a sudden you're doing everything and you're like, why am I so loaded up here? Like, geez.
And the last piece would be hire quick and fire quick.
Love that.
Because like, give people a shot. Like, what's the worst case? They come in, they suck. They don't do what they say they're going to do. They don't, whatever, right? Just see you later and on to the next one. Or that person might turn out to be one of your best employees.
Yep. You just don't know till you give them a shot.
Yeah. Well, that's like with Sam. Like when Sam started with me, like almost 5 years ago, like 5 summers, like he did 5 summers with me. This is 5th.
Wow.
And like when he came to me, he didn't really know anything about it. I knew his dad.
Right.
I knew the guy his dad worked with for the city. And he's like, hey, the guy I work with, son's looking for a job. I was like, yep, perfect. Send him out. Can he start?
Try him out.
Yeah. I'm like, get him to give me I got him to do a COVID test, because at that time.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, as long as he's good on his COVID test, he can start next week. He showed up, and he's been a dog ever since.
See, that's just great.
Yeah. But I mean, if it didn't work, you just say, sorry. Like, we've had people show up, and we had one guy, he showed up, he just didn't fit in. He couldn't. He said he could do all this stuff. He couldn't. And he just, not lie, but he just couldn't do all the stuff he said on his resume. And see ya. On to the next. And being able to get along with guys is the biggest part of it, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
yeah, it's worth having someone that gets along with the team rather than maybe a guy who's more skilled than everyone. But if everyone's hating on the guy, it's not a good vibe.
And one person can ruin the morale at your company,
like,
real quick.
And when it's shitty, it's shitty.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. 1 or 2 people can definitely spoil it.
Big time. So big company culture guys on the Crooked Stripes.
Company culture. That's our biggest thing.
Nice. Okay. That's good.
There we go. Buzzing through questions. 4 down.
Let's go. Okay, Michelle with another one. How do you plan to grow your business in the new year? Great question.
I'll let you go first on this one.
We would like to up our projects this year, get a couple more hardscape jobs, and dial in the profit margins a little more on those now that we kind of got a good base under our belts. So grow that. I want to pick up some more lawns, definitely, in town. More lawn maintenance, bed maintenance. I was talking to you before. We get a lot of requests for flower bed maintenance. So might as well. Yeah, we can take that on. It's just kind of added onto the lawn list people, right?
So do they do it? Will they do it the same time they mow the lawn?
Yeah, normally.
But wouldn't that just like kill your lawn mowing productivity?
The vibe?
No, like your productivity of it.
In that sense.
Because because then you have to like mow, trim, then you gotta
stop. Some days we'll do
mowing.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like
I'm just curious because like, we do it completely separate. Like, so we have like a couple guys that mow.
Yeah,
we have guys doing bed maintenance. Like we keep it two separate. I guess our mow guys never stop to do that. They just
mow or just do weeds. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess this year we did both just because we need more of both.
Okay.
But I think this year we'll have enough to do kind of how you're doing it. So that's a good...
Wouldn't it make more sense? I was talking to another guy about this last night about kind of bed maintenance and growing, like the recurring stuff and whatnot. Like, wouldn't it make sense to mow if you didn't have enough to do like a full week of it or whatever? Like, wouldn't it make sense to mow for 3 days and then go around and do a day of
the bed? Yeah,
like afterwards, rather than like, because for me, like when I'm mowing, I like getting in a rhythm of it. Right?
Yeah,
just like mowing, going, bang, 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 bang. I hate when you have to stop to do something else, or it just throws your whole.
Yeah,
like if I'm mowing and then I have to get off and I have to crawl around a flower bed and pick weeds for a half hour.
Fuck that. Yeah,
I'm not going to be very impressed.
No, yeah, I hear you.
Versus if I know that I'm going to mow Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday, okay, I'm picking weeds for the day. Like, I get
that's fine.
Yeah.
Then you're kind of in that rhythm too. No, you're right.
And it also gives you a day, like say if you get a wet day,
right,
you can go do all the weeding and trimming and whatever else that day, and then do your mowing and lawns
when it's nice out. Yeah,
that's just I'm sure there's lots of guys that do
both,
do it the same way.
Yeah,
that you're doing it, like
right,
when they're there on that because I get it, you don't have to drive back around. I know,
but we're pretty close.
I was gonna say you're probably not driving that far.
It wouldn't be a big deal and then I feel like we could get more beds if we do it like that, right?
Yeah, if you set it up to do it that way, have it set up where you do.
That's funny you said that because you know how you do your plows, you like load them all up on one, or no, the leaf removals.
Yeah,
you would do 2 in the month, and you do them all on the 15th or the 1st, right? And then you
our scheduling.
Yeah, and your scheduling.
Yeah, scheduling. Yeah.
Okay, and then you move them. I might do that with the weedings, something like that. Then you
just set it up on the 1st. Just set it up to repeat every 2 weeks.
Yeah, right, and then move them whatever day works. Okay, I think that's what we might do.
I feel like you'd be a lot more productive doing it that way.
Yeah, okay.
Like, you might do a little more driving, but
it really wouldn't be that.
No. I don't think you're that much more driving, and I think you'd be way more productive because, if you're going mowing and popping around and then doing beds, like you have to have your enclosed trailer, your mower,
right,
your truck, your weeds, your
kind of bit of unnecessary shuffling,
all your tools in one. Whereas you're just doing bed maintenance.
Yeah,
you bring your tools for that, and away. What do you take doing your bed maintenance? Are they taking like a dump trailer or the dump insert or?
Yeah, they'll take the dump. Or just square barrels. Bring 4 or 5 square barrels for the weeds and shit. That was working. I don't know, weed eater.
And they just leave it in the bed of the truck?
Yeah, and then we'll dump it after.
Oh, so you're just filling like 4 or 5 weed barrels?
Yeah, it's nothing too crazy.
Okay.
That's kind of why we did it when we'd mow. It's nothing like...
Yeah, so you would just keep the barrels in the back of your truck then?
Yeah, exactly. I want to have a full day of bed maintenance, right? And then, you don't need to bring the mowers.
Well, and it makes it way easier for customers.
Yeah.
Too, right? Right. And if you have enough of it, you can have, like, say Thursday's your weeding day. So you can have, and it's bi-weekly, right? So your first Thursday, you have properties 1 through 12.
Yeah. Right.
Second Thursday, have properties 13 through 25. Yeah. Then your next Thursday, you have 1 through 12 again. Right. And then you're just filling out your whole schedule.
Yeah, right.
Because you can offset them and then just do it.
That's basically what we did, but we just do it when we mow kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I want to go through everything. See how many we got and really dial that in.
Yeah.
Because there's some money.
That's one thing I'm looking to push this year too.
There's money to be made in that space, I think. And it's like, it's easy fucking money, right? Like,
yeah, like I said, as long as you have guys that are willing to do it.
Yeah, because I know that's what I've heard.
Or certain tools or spray, whatever. Right? There's different ways to go about it, but
yeah.
But no, that's what we're trying to push this year as well. Like more
maintenance,
full maintenance packages.
Yeah, full summer maintenance. That's kind of what I'm pushing.
Well, we do like our lawn and stuff as a maintenance package. We do our spraying as a maintenance package.
Yeah, right.
Really going to look on growing that this year.
Yeah, you're spraying.
Yeah, really looking to push that.
Because this year was your first year doing it,
First full
right?
year, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
'cause I did the fertilizing and the weed spray last fall.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, but no, it worked out well. We did, but like I said, I'd like to grow that
Yeah, to bump it up.
a bit more. Like I think we grew like almost 40% this year.
Oh, that's great.
So I'd like to
Just
do
keep
that
that
again.
going.
Yeah, I'd like to do that again this year coming, and because we didn't even really advertise it. We only cross sold to our current customers. So this year we're actually going to like push it and advertise.
Yeah, right.
So we'll see where it goes, where it takes us, and
nice.
Yeah, kind of go from there.
Sure, we'll talk about it too.
Yep.
Love it. Okay. Sweet. What has been the most rewarding and challenging part of this year? That is from Michelle as well.
Rewarding would definitely be the Green Island side of it.
Yeah, that was huge for you.
Yeah, that was a nice add-on, good kind of purchase.
Yes.
Yeah, super helpful. Like it's definitely a good add-on. It'll be nice to kind of keep growing it and then changing our kind of structure with everything being like a subscription based.
Yeah,
definitely
nice.
Definitely helped this year. The cash flow, like it's definitely made a big difference. What was the other part? Well, we struggled.
Just challenging.
Employees.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had some.
I know you had some things,
some issues, but they're all dealt with now. So away we go.
Off to better things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just stuff kind of happens. It is what it is, and
yeah,
learn and move on.
Yeah,
come up with a system to fix it.
Yeah, I know exactly. So, whatever. Joys of being a business owner.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking much.
Yeah, I know.
What about you?
Yeah, it was definitely rewarding getting some like of those big projects done and like doing them. Tyler and I I knew I could do that, but just to actually do it, that was pretty rewarding this year.
Yeah,
and like getting to know some really cool customers because you're hanging out at a customer's place for a week, you get to know them, right? So
which I get to build that rapport, and then
I do enjoy that, and so that's fun. And then the neighbor pops out, oh, we want one for next year. Other neighbor, us too. It's like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
it means we're doing something impactful. So that's been rewarding. Challenging. Our shop situation had its challenges this year.
Yeah, work in progress.
I'll talk about it when it's over and done with, but we might be switching we're at this farm and someone in the house was just a bit of a nuisance, but anyways, it definitely challenged me this year.
Challenged your patience?
Yes. That's probably the most challenging thing this year. We might be moving to a different setup. That's going to be better for us anyways. So
yeah, for sure.
We kind of outgrew our current setup, which is a good thing,
it's a good problem to have.
That's what I am looking at things like,
Yeah,
it's all good.
It's all good problems.
And this bought a new truck, bought a Bobcat, bought a Packer, this. So it's like we had a good year. It was all good. So yeah, cutting down on those expenses is always one of my goals. So
yeah,
just keep at it.
Fuck yeah.
So setting us up for a good 2025, right?
Big 2025 for the boys.
Big 2025. Love it. Okay. Well, we got through Michelle's questions.
Thanks, Michelle.
Yeah.
And Tomei's.
Yeah, and Tomei. Shout out to Tomei. Here is someone only ETM. He asks, how cold is it too cold for shorts?
Always.
My old Hodder, it's always too cold. For us, it's never.
Unless I'm in a pool in Mexico.
Yeah. That's when Hodder's legs come out in Mexico in the pool bar.
Yeah, and you can't even see them because they're underwater all day.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a pants guy at work. I can't do the whole...
Yeah, you're a pants guy.
Yeah.
I when it's cold, I like the pants, but
what's the temperature? Where are you making the switch?
Yeah, we got to get down to
I don't know. You guys had a bunch of fall videos where the boys were all rocking pants.
I know.
Because I commented on every one of them and said, hey, Gibby,
where's
nice
the
pants.
Short? Yeah, nice pants, Gibby.
Yeah.
I know. I would say October you can definitely wear shorts still. I would say
degrees.
halfway through October, maybe when it gets down to
single digits.
Then in the morning, it's just not enjoyable. But then it's that stage of it gets hot in the afternoon and you're sweating.
You need those zip-off pants.
Yeah, now we're talking.
The zip-offs at the knees, so you can go pants to shorts in a hurry.
The tearaways.
Yeah.
Crooked stripes tearaway pants.
There you go. Like the old school ones that used to have the buttons right down the sides.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Give them a whip right off. Yeah.
Yeah, if it's down to 5 degrees, I think I'm throwing pants on, so.
I'm pants all year round.
You're pants. You're just
could be 37 degrees. Don't know where pants work.
Yeah, see, that is crazy to me.
Oh, I like my shins.
I guess we'll just agree to disagree.
Yep. Hey, do your thing. That doesn't bother me none.
Whatever. It's all good. Jeremy asks, will you guys be doing more live streams?
Well, I think we certainly will.
I think we will.
Tomorrow. Or today.
Today
or tomorrow, whatever.
Today at noon.
Yeah.
Eastern time, we're going to do a live.
That'd be December 31st.
Yeah.
Depending when you're listening to this.
I'm going to launch this out in the morning.
Beautiful.
So, yeah, we're going to do one at noon. And we're
Maybe that'll be our year in review.
That's what we'll do. We're going to set our mics up into the phones. So hopefully people can join in. Maybe crack a beer with the boys.
There we go.
That's what we're hoping. So,
see if we're technologically advanced enough to do it.
I think we can. Yeah, who knows?
Figure something out.
That'll be this afternoon's research.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, here we got another Michelle question I forgot about. If you could only use one piece of equipment for the rest of your career, what would it be? Getting into
That's a tough question.
That's very tough.
What do we have to do, though?
I know. If you could only use one piece of equipment that's just straight up, what would you use?
So, like, if you go lawn mowing,
maybe let's
only use the lawnmower and then you can't use the whippersnipper?
Yeah, I know.
You can't use a trimmer?
Correct.
So you just don't trim?
Maybe just be a mow and go. Not even
literally
a
mow and go.
Mow and go.
Mow and go.
See, I'm a big fan. I think a backpack blower is like a landscaper's, like it's so versatile. You can just clean up.
You're not aerating with a fucking.
Well, exactly. That's the problem. But
you can really, you can only make money doing spring and fall cleanups.
I know it's tough.
I'm
going to retract that.
With one of those stand-on spreader sprayer aerators.
Oh, yeah, you could do a lot.
Yeah, you can make a lot of money.
Okay.
With a stand-on sprayer aerator fertilizer, like spreader.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because you can do like your spring aeration.
Yeah.
You can do all your fertilizer apps, your weed apps, your spraying apps, your insect. You can do your fertilizing. You can do lime. You can do a lot of stuff.
That's a lot.
You can do a full package. Say if you get a package for $800, you get
do it all with that.
Do 400 to 500 like customers
with that machine. That could be the winner.
Yeah, make $350 off one machine. Don't work winters. Not a bad fucking gig.
Not too bad. Okay. Well, there you go.
That might be the retirement plan I just came up with.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
I know you want to say a mower, but you can only do so much.
Yeah.
I think you're onto something with that combo.
Yeah. Oh, you definitely need like a combo machine.
Yeah.
But with a mower, though, you can get a spreader on the front of it.
True.
You get a spray tank for the back.
You could get a vacuum on your mower, and then you wouldn't have to blow off. Just
suck the driveway clean.
The driveway up. It would be greasy, but
I mean, if you're using a bag, you probably wouldn't have to. There wouldn't be much blow off on the road,
that's
right?
True. All right. I don't know. I think you're on. I think I like your answer.
I think it's a pretty
just
profitable.
Yes.
Single tool. Or move to like Antarctica and buy a tractor. One or the other.
Yeah, there you go.
That's pretty much my two options.
Okay.
Just go full snow
or full summer mode.
Full spray master.
Yeah. That's good. Okay, we have Jeremy back with another one. What have you enjoyed the most about doing the podcast? What have we enjoyed most?
I like coming on and just shooting the shit.
Yeah, I like just talking to you every...
Catch up like once a week or twice a week, whatever we're doing. And
I feel like I always have one or two little things I'm like, ask Hodder. So then I ask you before we start.
Yeah, we never record the actual 40 minutes leading up to it.
Of talking. So, I don't know. It's just been
a lot of learning.
I've learned a lot this year, definitely. Just everything.
Met a lot of cool people.
Yeah. It was super cool being at the show, and like people would come up to us and recognize us, and
the Ty Marlowe thing is still the funniest thing to me. That's so it still blows my mind. Yeah. Me and my weird little fucking brain.
Yeah, just remembering everything. It's just cool connecting with everyone out there, right?
Part of it. And like I said, it's worked well. Like we got Ezra, he does like a sponsored episode.
Yeah.
Got a lot of
Yes.
connections to like industry stuff now.
Yeah. And like didn't Tom make a cool connection through the podcast with that?
Yeah, with the
Earth and
Turf sprayer and stuff. Yeah.
Like hearing that's why we do it. Like hearing stuff like that. That's so cool.
So it's cool too, like staying in touch with people that came on. Like I was talking to Larson Lawn the other day.
Yeah.
Where he just bought that new Chev truck. Like that's sick.
Yep.
So
at 5,500
45. Yeah.
I think
sick truck. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's and then you see like who did we all talk to? Just everyone. Oh, like Briner.
Yeah.
All those.
I mean, we kind of knew Briner from before, but still, like
it's just nice staying in touch, and then we see them at the Equip, and it's like, oh, I just felt like I talked to you yesterday.
Yeah.
So I really like that. You feel more connected. So
yeah, it's definitely a good networking aspect for sure.
Yes. So just more content.
Yeah.
That's great. Much. Yeah. Harridan says congrats with a couple beer emojis. That was his Jack Harridan. That was a good episode.
Oh, yeah, he was like third or fourth on, wasn't he?
His was one of the more listened to ones. So,
well, thank you, sir. I talked to him a fair bit. We were talking about football the other day.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah. No, next year we'll have to see if we can convince him to come down to Louisville there because he wanted to go this year. I think it was just the employee workload issue. But
yes.
But yeah, we'll do some rubber arm twisting and see if we can get to rally the troops for next year.
Nice. I like it. Okay. Hydro Weed Plus. He's back.
Mike at a Moncton.
Yes, right. He's in Moncton. Let's go. Yeah. What keeps the content coming during the winter?
The 18,000 pictures I have in my photo album.
Yeah, that's what we...
Yeah.
Sucker for taking pictures and videos and storing them and then going through them in the winter.
Yeah. But like I'm lucky in a way too. Like we still work every day. So we'll do video. I'll do videos around the shop. We'll do like washing stuff. We'll do plowing videos.
Yeah, I like how you do all that. That's awesome.
Yeah. Kind of a lot more behind the scenes.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't show that
on the day-to-day stuff.
Yeah.
Plowing content does really well.
Yes.
I know I was talking to Mike a bit, and he just picked up a new DJI. They have cameras now, right? DJI. Yeah, so he just picked up a new one of those new 4s or whatever. So he's kind of
the action one.
Yeah, the DJI action.
The GoPro.
Yeah, the GoPro version. Yeah,
sweet.
So he was trying to figure out like new content and what to do because he has such a cool business, but like not a lot of from Hydro Weed Plus.
Yes,
he does like hot water steaming of hot water spraying of weeds.
Right.
Yeah. And he was talking. He's just going full time this year. He always did it with a part-time job, so he's making the
good for him.
Making the plunge, and
love to hear that.
Yeah, so it's super cool. And that's one of the things I was talking about. Like, man, like you should really do some videos and content on explaining what your new your service is, because like a lot of people.
You told me, and I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, like a lot of people don't know what it is, right? So it's a super cool concept. I think it'll definitely make its way here eventually, but it still doesn't hurt to be ahead of the game.
Yeah, totally.
So that's kind of what he was asking a little bit about that. I'm like, man, just make some videos. Like, he's like, I never know what to do. I'm like, man, all I did when I first started doing content was just, I'd set my phone up on a tripod, hit time lapse, and then I would just post it. I didn't edit anything. I didn't. Yeah. I don't think I talked in a video for the first year and a half that I did it.
And
the only reason I did is I started with Jobber.
Right.
And they wanted me to do like a story, a couple stories in a video introducing myself because no one ever seen my face in a video before.
Yeah, right.
They're like, we need to put like a face to it. And you were the same way. You were like,
I know, I never did
faceless content for years.
Yeah. because I always had. I felt like when I first started Instagram, it was all, oh, hey guys, I'm whoever doing this. And I'm like, I don't care about you. I want to see the work.
Yeah.
So I was always like, I want to show the work.
Yeah.
But people need to see a face to the page.
Yeah. Especially if you're going to try to work with brands and stuff. I think
I understand.
They want to put a face to a name, right?
Yeah. A personality. So,
or even a voice. Cause like mine didn't have mine was literally just like, if you scroll back for like when that was like 2020, early 2020 through 2021, there was like, I wasn't in it. It was just work. There was no it was just
which
jobs which kind of worked. But and then I was like, we need to
ramp it
show
up.
who you are. We need to have your And it was so strange doing the first voice or the video with like me talking in it. It was just
I know.
But once you do it, like I said, once you do anything a few times, right? It's not.
Again, the podcast helping us do stuff like that.
Absolutely, now for sure. But
which is great.
Back then, it was just kind of like, oh, I guess I'm fucking talking this month.
Yeah, I know. And I notice sometimes when you post stuff in the winter, like it gets more views because everyone else is kind of taking 5 on the posting.
Mode. Yeah.
I feel like there's something behind that, but
yeah.
Then on the other hand, it's like, do people like seeing lawn care videos in the middle of February when it's snow out?
I know they don't like seeing snow videos in the middle of the summer.
I know that.
Because I've posted them and like, or even coming into like fall.
Right.
And they're
I remember that. People are like, get this out of my screen.
Like, I don't want to see this for months. And
I think I was one of those comments.
I was like, sorry, I'm just
trying to get my snow list ramped.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Trying
to ramp it up here.
Yeah, just trying to draw a little engagement on it. That's all.
Yeah.
But
no, yeah.
But no, I think just consistency on it. And even if you don't, like, go back and post old stuff, re-edit it.
Yeah, add some captions and a voiceover or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's all kinds of ways to.
Yeah, CapCut. If you guys don't use CapCut, that's a good one.
Yeah, and even if he doesn't have video, like I was thinking about this one, I was going to message him about it anyways.
Okay.
Even if he doesn't have like content from last year, like I don't know your thoughts on it, but like even generate something on like AI or whatever, a post, a picture, take a picture of your truck and then put like information in the caption or something, right?
Just something's better than nothing.
Just for brand awareness and trying to
that's a good idea.
Inform people of what you're actually, especially where his is a little different, right?
Yeah, his is more informal kind of thing.
I mean like his service, right? Like his Spranks, it's so different than what most people are doing, right? Like
maybe
it's going to take a lot of
like information based content.
I think it's going to take a lot of explaining to
which those would be
potential.
Some of those videos get mad views, like a good explanation video on how something
I've always
works.
wanted to do one with do you ever see like the whiteboard ones where they draw out like all the people and
do something like that.
I might do something like that for our all-inclusive like lawn packages.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that to kind of explain it and explain what each service is.
Yeah, because half the time people just don't know what the service is.
Yeah. And that's a big thing, right? It's you can't sell somebody something if they don't know what it is.
Yeah, right.
So
totally.
Yeah. That's we hit a lot of email blasts and stuff with new services explaining what stuff is. And then people are like, oh, that's actually really helpful. Let's do it.
Yeah. Let's do it.
So
I'd like
that'd be my advice, Mike. And like I said, message me anytime, buddy. Glad to help and chat and help you out.
We're always there for everyone.
Almost everyone.
Then that one guy.
Yeah. You know who you are.
You know who you are. Exactly.
I'm sure there's lots of people there, but I'd still help you out.
I know.
As much as you come across as a moron,
we'll help you out. The nice Canadians can't resist, right?
Suckers for punishment.
Escaping Weekly says, what is something that you know now that you wish you would have knew when you started? Oh boy, that's a loaded question.
Get a different job.
Yeah.
No, not act. I actually
no,
I can't complain too much. Something I knew now that I wish I knew back then.
Yeah, something that you know now that you wish you knew when you start.
It's okay to say no to customers. Customers aren't always right.
I get. Yeah, you've seen it all.
Know my numbers a little better.
Yeah, that's a good one.
trust my gut when I'm dealing with a customer when I know they're going to be a bag
really
of shit afterwards.
Because you have that feeling in your stomach.
Oh, yeah. But you're like, oh, no, we'll work it out.
Yeah. And you want it. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you want to do it because it's a cool project. But at the same time, you know you're going to get fucked. But you just do it anyways. And like, oh, they won't do that to me.
Definitely ran into that this year.
Yeah. So there's that. What else do I know now?
Just keep going. You're ringing them off here.
Oh, buddy, I got lots. I'm just trying to make sure they're appropriate.
Yeah.
Jump in, do it.
Yes.
Like, it's going to work out. I don't know. Stuff just always seems to work out. And maybe the fact that I just bust my balls and work as hard as I can.
That's
and
why.
Stuff.
It works out. I know.
Yeah, the harder you work, the luckier you get kind of deal.
It's like, fuck it, I'm going to do this, but I'm going to work my ass off so it works.
Yeah. And that's like, looking back, like, I've been pretty lucky. I don't think I've missed too many opportunities.
Yeah, right.
With that, because I was always kind of fortunate enough to be able to kind of take that plunge.
Right.
And be able to just kind of jump in on stuff and take the opportunity when it comes. I wish I started going to trade shows and that sort of stuff earlier to be able to network and chat and learn from more people. What else is on the list of things I wish I knew?
That'd be a good one. I wish, like, when we first started, like, doing all this social, I wish we would have went to the show back then.
Yeah.
That would have helped.
3 years, right?
That would have really helped everything. And like talking to these companies we work with and just face-to-face meeting, shaking these guys and girls' hand, that's the difference maker.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, networking is
I wish
massive.
we did that sooner, of course.
Yeah, and local companies are definitely your friend. I wouldn't consider them competition. I still have tons of companies now that send me work on small stuff. I send them big stuff.
Yeah.
They send work for plowing because they don't do residential. I send commercial.
Yeah.
We do spraying for them because they don't spray. Like, your local network definitely doesn't have to be competition. Take advantage of it. Talk to them.
Yeah.
Most of them are glad to help because it's just like if you come in low and you're fucking the industry, like fucking prices.
Good point. That fucks them.
That fucks them. It fucks you. It fucks everybody. It just drives the price down. Like I talk to a bunch of young guys here now. I'm like, man, like, here's what I charge.
Yeah.
I'd rather you charge $25 less and get it than charge $4,000 less and fuck it for everybody.
Right. And
so I'd rather tell you my price and whatever. You want to undercut me? Great.
Go for it.
That's fine. If they're not, whatever, right? So it's just things like that. What else? Oh, I got lists and lists of all the stuff that I
think we need to bring back over the years. Pet peeves.
Oh, this isn't even pet peeves. This is just
I know, but we got to bring it back. Being an
idiot and learning along the way.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
That's a couple off the top. I'm sure there's.
Yeah, I really like the knowing your numbers. I wish I hired like an accountant piece to it.
Everyone says know your numbers, right? But
I know,
and I don't think like you need to be like
totally
47 Excel spreadsheets.
No, gosh, just have a good idea where things are at.
Just a rough idea is to me is a pretty good start, and at least know you're profitable or not.
Yes, good point.
Because at the end of the year, if you find you did $300,000 and you made $80, fuck that. Go get a job at McDonald's and you're gonna make more money.
Literally. Yeah.
Like, I mean, I get it in the beginning years, like you got to grow, you got to do whatever it is, right? But like,
if you keep hitting the hammer and it ain't, I know what you mean.
If the nail ain't moving,
maybe it's time to switch her up.
Maybe it's time to buy a drill.
Yeah,
because it's a fucking screw.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I wish I knew never to get into shoveling. That was like snow shoveling.
Yeah, because you kind of.
I think our snow business would have been way bigger.
Well, if you didn't even start it.
If we never offered shoveling to begin with.
Okay, that's a good.
Because we went from like at the time we gave up shoveling, I think we were at like 170 some properties, and then when we gave up shoveling, we dropped to like 80.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, we lost a good chunk for sure.
Okay.
Like probably more than half.
Right.
But then we didn't have to shovel anymore. But I think if we offered that right from the beginning.
No shoveling,
I think that would have solved a lot of issues. We would have weeded out a lot of customers we would have eventually lost. Anyways.
That's a good way to look at it.
Going to subscription-based. Yeah. I wish I did that from.
Yes.
It's a bit harder of a sell, but you're also weeding out a lot of customers that only want like one-time service.
And you don't even want those people anyways.
This is the exact conversation I had last night. Like, we still do one-time service.
Yeah.
Not for snow. Unless it's like a big storm or whatever.
Fair.
But like mowing and we really only do it in like kind of extreme
packages, kind of.
No, like we'll do it like if we're coming to cut your overgrown lawn, like
in that sense.
We're basically making, if we charge $50 a cut and your lawn hasn't been cut for 8 weeks, we're billing you for 8 weeks of cutting.
Yeah.
So like we're making our money back on it, and then we usually can sell them on a package for the rest. Sometimes they don't.
Okay.
But we do also keep them in our email list, and then whenever we send out like service notices, like that's we'll send them along.
Okay. Keep them in on it.
And even this will be my last one until
I love it.
Something else pops in my head. But use a system like Jobber or Yard Book or something right off the hop.
Yeah.
Because the first, I think I was 5 years
of nothing.
Using nothing. And it's, actually maybe it wasn't even 5. I don't know. I don't think it was that long. But either way, it was too long.
Yeah.
So even if you're a one-man show or one-girl show, get something.
I agree.
Doesn't matter how small you are, because you can buy a pack. Like, I think, is Yard Book still free?
It's like $100 or something for the
year.
Either
way, $100 for the year or something.
Yeah, it's no brainer.
Dirt cheap to have some sort of software.
You need something.
Yeah. Especially this, like, we would have been, if you were still doing like paper invoices and all that stuff, we would have been screwed this last month and a half when Canada Post is on strike.
Well, there you go.
You'd have to drive around and drop off invoices?
Well, I know,
like that's fucking nuts. Yeah, and just the amount of time and whatever you spend, right? And you track it, and it's just way too much work.
I know. It's worth paying the fee every year.
It doesn't matter what it is. Like it's all relative, right? So, but that's my last one for now. I'm sure I'll think of more later and go on another little rant.
Go on a tangent.
Yeah,
maybe go on a rant. Do you think you could come up with 2 or 3 pet peeves every episode, once a week?
Oh, buddy, I can go.
I think you could.
Off on pet peeves.
Martin's pet peeves might make an introduction in 2025.
Yeah, in the new year.
In the new year.
Yeah, new year, new me.
New year, there you go.
I'll announce a pet peeve, and then I'll
just releasing all your grievances.
Yeah, all my anger issues will get released over.
There you go. Yeah. All right, we have a last question from our boy Porcupine. When and where are we going for dinner?
Oh, he must be assuming if I come up.
I think he's assuming if you come up.
Yeah, come up for the show.
Porcupine, Hodder's going to try.
I'm going to do my best. It's not calling for, nothing during the show. I think it's calling for the 10th.
After.
Yeah, a couple days after. So if I do, I'll probably come up Monday the 6th. That's my current plan. Fly up the 6th, go to the show the 7th, do something that night, and then go to the show the 8th, and then just fly out right from there is my current plan. It'll depend what the weather says.
Right.
Come the weekend.
Sounds.
And if flights go absolutely insane or not.
Right. Fair.
I haven't booked one yet.
Yeah. Okay. We'll play it by ear.
Yeah. But yeah, I should know by next weekend what my plan is.
Okay. Sweet. By the next
maybe one of those guys that show up to the airport and be like, I need a plane ticket.
Yeah.
Me and my backpack will just show up. Need to go to Toronto. Yeah. Pay $3,000 for a flight.
No thanks.
But I'm sure we can find somewhere good to have a dinner and a beer. Maybe rally some of the other troops. I know Sticks said. Sticks
would rally.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, if I go, he's like, I'd love to go to the show, but you'll have to push me around in my chair currently because he's still pretty laid up. Yeah, so
sports hernia surgery.
Hopefully, all Sticks is feeling a little better, and it'd be nice if they didn't get snow, and maybe Tyler and Aaron come down, meet up with the boys.
That would be a time.
Yeah, so we'll see what's up.
We'll figure something.
Like I said,
out.
I'd like to go.
I'd like you to go.
Some stuff there I want to see, and whatnot.
Yeah, I know. That'd be good.
We'll see.
Okay,
see what happens.
All right, that's a good answer. Sweet. Well, that was that.
Buzz through 16 of them. Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Just under an hour?
Yep. Maybe tomorrow or today at noon, we can go over. Well, we kind of did a little year in review, but maybe a little bit more.
A little deeper dive into it.
And then we can get other people to come on, chat, crank a beer. That's a great afternoon.
I guess I'll pick up a case of beer, I guess.
I guess.
Start the new year right.
Ooh, yeah. Started off with some Ultras or BLs.
A couple BL Crooked Stripes. Crooked beers, let's go.
Just how we brought it in.
Yeah. Brought it in, drinking,
brought it in. Yeah, I love it. So, sweet. All right,
beautiful, buddy.
Well, it's been a great 2024.
Yes, sir. And Happy New Year, I guess, because I guess it'll be coming out on New Year's Day.
Right.
Or New Year's Eve.
Yeah, New Year's Eve. Yeah, hope everyone has a great New Year's tonight. Stay safe. Don't drive, because they're out there looking for you.
As they should.
As they should. So keep it real, everyone. And I guess we'll talk to you in 2025.
See you in 2025. Let's
see you in 25. All right, buddy. We'll talk to you later.
Sounds good.
Want to grow your business and get more customers fast? Then it's time to talk about pay-per-click advertising from Green Frog Web Design. With PPC, your business can appear right at the top of the search results, putting you in front of the customers who are already looking for your services. Whether it's landscaping, home improvement, or retail, Green Frog's expert team will create targeted, high-performing ad campaigns that deliver real results. No wasting money, no guessing games, just more leads and more sales. And the best part, Green Frog handles everything for you, from keyword research to ad design to optimization, so you can focus on what you do best, running your business. If you're ready to leap ahead of your competition, visit greenfrogwebdesign.com today or just click the link in the bio. Start driving traffic, generating leads, and growing your business like never before.
Thank you for listening to the Crooked Stripes podcast. If you liked this episode of the pod, subscribe, rate, and leave a review. It's very much appreciated. Head over to Instagram and follow @The Crooked Stripes. From there, stay up to date on all things lawn, landscaping, and snow removal. Don't forget to join us next week for another episode of The Crooked Stripes. Thanks again for listening.